You kind of touched on it in your opening there, but both starters walked the bases loaded with one out in the first couple innings. Y'all capitalized on it. How big was that kind of setting the tone for the rest of the game?
It was real big. I mean, we were, we were a little nervous. We have freshmen out there playing Mississippi State and pitching against Mississippi State. And I didn't feel like the moment was too big for them. I was just hoping to get out of there with 1 or 2 runs and not 4. And, one big swing away and they hit one off the wall, and they're rolling and they didn't get it, and felt fortunate there. And, then on the other end of it, we got a couple big hits, and, Gregory scoring on the wild pitch. I mean, there's a lot of things that added up there, some good base running and guys going the other way, just not trying to do too much. And you think about the 4th inning, we had 2 on, no out. Next thing you got, I don't know, we hit into a double play. And then Brady hits a breaking ball in the roof, in right field. And that was a huge swing at the time. And I'm not going to say it was a backbreaker, but it sure slowed down any momentum that they were looking to get by getting out of that inning. So proud of those guys.
I got 4 home runs, 12 total runs. Did you feel like a night like this was coming for your offense?
Well, I felt like from about the 5th inning on of our midweek game that we swung the bat extremely well. And it wasn't about just hitting home runs, it's about hitting line drive, hit the ball hard, getting deep into counts and taking our walks and just pass it to the next guy, don't try to do too much. And I thought our approach was really good last night. I thought it was excellent tonight. I think it got a little lackadaisical there. Maybe the last couple of at bats, maybe the 7th and 8th inning, it just, I didn't see the focus that I had seen, but they still hit a couple balls pretty good.
How pleased did you be with how your lineup attacked the starting pitchers the last 2 nights, in the 2nd inning in particular?
How do I feel about it? I feel great about it. I felt like when they saw a pitch that they were going to swing at, they swung with some intent. And, you got to love that, always going to hit the ball solid. You're not going to get a hit every time, but man, you can have some intent when you get a pitch to hit. And I thought we did that. But at the same time, I thought we were patient and we laid off some borderline pitches when it was early in the count. And then, a few at bats in there, they just kept fouling balls off and getting to the next pitch because it was a pitcher's type pitch and tough to hit. So that was a good night.
And then you said before the game that you thought Brady was about to have a breakout game at some point soon. What made you feel that way, and what were your thoughts on how he played for you tonight?
Well, he kept a good attitude, and just kind of realized, hey, okay, I'm down here. I'm as low as I've been in a long time as a hitter. I'm gonna build myself back up, and the coaches worked with them. He came in early, stayed late, hitting, working on things, and just decided not to start him yesterday, just to kind of let him really watch, more than anything. And excuse me, this cold's going about 3.5 weeks now. And I just, and then his batting practice. I mean, yesterday was really good. And then today was good. Going the other way. And, he only overswung once tonight to me. And that's when the bat after the home run. And I think there was a pitching change made. And the first pitch, he swung on a ball that was up and he swung way too hard. And other than that, he stayed fairly calm and stayed within. And, you could just he kind of took his BP batting practice into the game.
With as many strikeouts as he's had lately, was it a good sign to see him walk in that first at bat?
It was big. He laid off a couple of sliders that were down that he had been swinging at a little bit lately, maybe a lot lately. And again, it's just about realizing you can only get one hit in at bat, can't get 2, and you got to let the game come to you sometimes. And if pitches aren't good, can't hit them, can't handle them, don't swing. Obviously, hitters are going to get fooled every now and then, and that's called pitching. That's what those guys do. But I thought his approach was really good tonight.
You mentioned a couple of unearned runs. What did you see from Starks in the couple innings he had?
Well, his velocity was good. He's throwing like a little cutter slider type pitch that I think he felt like that he had command of it. And he pitched inside a little bit, you know, he jammed him, got a couple of, you know, jam type ground balls. You know, the base hit he gave up to right field was a breaking ball that was hit off the end of the bat. Just kind of flared it in there, and right fielder got a little crazy. And I don't know what he was going to do with that ball. The guy was going to get to third base, but sometimes that's what happens in this game. But I saw him. I saw a confident kid on the mound, and that was really good to see. And he needed to pitch in front of a lot of people in an SEC game, and the game wasn't over by any means. They have a big offense. They got a lot of big guys. You hit the ball a long way. You make a few mistakes, walk people. They hit a home run. All of a sudden, they're right back in the game. We're scrambling, going and getting different guys ready. So that was a little bit of an audition for him to get the ball again in an SEC game.
You mentioned that you'll have most of your main guys ready for tomorrow, and specifically with Tiger. I mean, you've been using him a couple times a week, a few times, and you've been trying to build him up. You know, could you envision a situation where you maybe just let him go for 3-4 innings tomorrow and kind
I
of?
don't know about 4. I know 2, maybe 3, but that depends on the pitch count, and we'd have to really watch him. But, you know, he hasn't thrown since last Sunday. We didn't throw him midweek. We knew we weren't, no matter what. And he didn't pitch on Tuesday. If we'd have played Wednesday, he wasn't pitching. And in case we needed him long this weekend or maybe twice. So, yeah, I mean, I could see him going a couple, 3 innings, but you know, I feel good about where we are with our bullpen. We got some fresh arms down there and a couple of guys that haven't thrown.
You know, tonight, Robert Moore, who hit 16 home runs last year, got his 3rd of the year. Chris Lanzilli hit his 3rd. Do you feel like the law of averages is kind of starting to play out with some of your power numbers, where some of your guys who have been, you know, big power guys been in the past 4 years, kind of starting to flip the other way a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of time before we start hitting the ball, you know, hard a lot, where, you know, doubles turn into home runs. And I feel like that I don't want them to going up there looking to hit home runs. That's when you pull off, you go into slumps and strike out, see what you get and hit it. And, you know, Robert hit a ball right-handed. I think last year he hit 1 home run of his 16 right-handed. Does he have 2 right-handed now? So choking up on the bat, staying short through the zone, and he can still hit it 375 or more, you know. Yeah, we're gonna hit home runs. They're gonna start coming. The weather's warming up. I mean, it's April 2nd. It's early, and we haven't harped on it, pressed about hitting home runs. We've been winning other ways. Now we hit home runs that helped us win tonight. But you know, we're still gonna hit a lot of home runs with this team before it's over with. All right.